the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports, about to tip off the pivotal Game 3 in these conference semifinals. Alongside Shaq and Kenny, Ernie Johnson. Tonight we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Boston Celtics in Boston. Taking a look at the Celtics, staggered after a resounding Game 2 loss, they'll try to regain their confidence and reclaim some momentum here in this vital Game 3. And this team already in a two-game hole, a position they were trying to avoid. Kenny, talk about the pressure they have to be feeling tonight.
Well, ideally, they would like to split these first two games. That would be ideal.
Or win the first two.
Oh, well, you win two.
Go easy on him, AI.
Wish that I could love you right. In a special way, girl. Light my fire.
Game 3, Eastern Conference Semifinals. The Boston Celtics, with a Game 3 opportunity to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole. They will need to bring all they can muster against the Magic. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue. Coming right up.
The Boston fans already at a fever pitch inside the arena. Welcome to Game 3, everyone. We're at 2-0 right now in the series. No panic, though, yet. It's the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got a special treat for you folks tonight. Sports writing heavyweight Bill Simmons is in the house. Bill, welcome to 2K Sports.
What an honor. I've been waiting for the invite for years.
And we've been waiting for the acceptance. Thanks for joining us.
Let's do this.
You look at the Celtics. They need the boost here from the hometown fans, trailing 2-0. It is critical for them to start to edge back into the series.
And guys, losing this one would be devastating. For all intents and purposes, this game is a must-win. You really have to treat it like a Game 7.
Exactly. Back on their home court, it's their chance to change the momentum in the series. But you're right, you can't go down 3-0 and expect to come back and win a series.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. And it's Jay in at the 3 spot. Bill, you know the Celtics so well. What were your first reactions when you heard about the Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen trades?
Well, the Ray Allen trade, I was upset because that was the 5th pick in the draft. And we had just not gotten Kevin Durant or Greg Oden. And it just seemed like they were treading water for 44 wins. But that set up the Kevin Garnett trade. And then it's like, oh, my God, this team might actually win the title. And then they did.
And the chemistry between those three, including Paul Pierce, amazing.
Amazing. Not as amazing recently. I think it got a little less amazing, and there was some feuding with Ray Allen and Rondo and stuff. But in 2008, amazing.
It's terrific. And a title.
Yeah, 1 title. Should have been 2.
Should have been 2.
2009 was actually a better team than KG got hurt.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Magic.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
The former Arizona Wildcat, Gordon, is a high-motor player who gives great effort out there all the time.
Always a spirited debate, Bill, around the NBA. Which team was the best ever? I know you have an opinion on a lot of this.
Yeah, I used to feel really strongly about my opinion on this, but I think basketball has changed so much over this decade that I'm not even positive how you could compare what this Warriors team is versus what I always thought the '86 Celtics were the best team. But the '86 Celtics were built, I always compared it to a hockey team on a power play. We're just trying to get closer and closer to the net and crowd the net. And they were just built around getting layups and the best possible shots. The Warriors are built around math and shooting threes and spacing the floor. And if you took the '86 Celtics and indoctrinated them in that style for 5 years, they all would have been shooting threes, and they probably would have done it better than the Warriors, but I don't know. So I almost have like the before-after with theirs. I think the Warriors are the best team of the math era, but I still think the '86 Celtics were the best start-to-finish season anyone's had. The dark horse for me was the '01 Lakers, the second Lakers team. When Shaq and Kobe, they had won the year before, rocky first few months, and then they figured out whatever they needed to figure out, and Phil Jackson probably sprinkled some Zen fairy dust on them or whatever he did, and they just ripped through the league. And they came very close to going undefeated in the playoffs. So that would be my dark horse.
Bill, we've watched Gordon Hayward since his college days. Talk about how he's evolved in his game.
Well, he's evolved his hair. I think his hair is way more on point than it was at Butler.
No doubt.
You know, when you talk about the evolution of Hayward, a lot of the stuff he did in college is the same stuff he's doing in the pros, where he's just kind of good at everything. When you look at him, you don't really know, you don't point to that one thing. Like with Kyrie, it's his incredible ability to get to the rim and just beat people one-on-one. Hayward's just fun to play with. I think he's one of those guys that if you're playing pickup and he's on your team, that's great. He's going to shoot when he wants to shoot. He's not going to need the ball too much. He just kind of fits into everything around him. And you talk about this loaded Celtics team, that's like the perfect wing to have in this team. That he could take 8 shots in a game and be totally happy.
Great perspective. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Daniel Tice comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Irving. Bill, we know about the love affair you have with the NBA, and you've written about it for so long. Started with the $4 ticket in Boston with your dad.
Yeah, my dad bought season tickets for the 1973-74 Boston Celtics, and it was only one ticket. And I think it was $4 a game, probably like $160 total. And he used to carry me in mainly because they didn't want to pay for a babysitter. So I started going to games that year, probably sleeping through a lot of them. And they won the title.
How old were you in 72?
So I was 4.
4 years old.
I'm not going to lie, I don't remember anything from that season. The first season I remember is the year later when they lost before the finals to Washington. And then the year later they won the famous finals against Phoenix, the triple overtime game. I was there.
Was Cowens on that team?
Cowens, Havlicek,
Yep.
JoJo White.
Yep.
And I was at the triple overtime game in the 76 finals. Was probably the most famous NBA game ever of the, the kids out there now would nominate like Game 7, 2016 or something. But triple overtime game was the most famous game ever. And I slept through the entire second half and the first overtime.
Oh, no.
But then woke up because everybody was standing the whole second overtime, so I had to get up.
Smart misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
From deep. And so it's Orlando up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Back to the action after this word. The Celtics have shown their toughness and their determination. Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his own teammate.
What's going to separate us is how close we are, and when we're in the trenches together.
They certainly do.
And the Celtics have assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. Really no better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this Game 3. And for the Magic here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Jonathan Isaac. Terrence Ross is out there with Grant. Then there's Jay, and it's Bamba in at the 5, down low. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Celtics was outstanding. He scored 40 points and was his usual self on the defensive side with a number of steals. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, Greg, you know where I'm going. He was a stat sheet stuffer in that game. Did a little bit of everything and did it all.
Some changes here for the Celtics. Al Horford is checked in for Aaron Baines. Gordon Hayward comes in for Jason Tatum. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Smart.
At the line with 1 shot.
And free throw good from Morris.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Book it on the money from Jay. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Well, we want to thank the sports guy for being here. Enlightening as always. Bill, what a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, I hope my son was impressed. Thank you, Kevin.
I'm sure he was. And Clark, always great to have Bill with us, a content creator who really taps into what the audience is thinking.
Could not agree with you more. Amen to all of that, Kevin. He's got a very loyal fan base and readers and viewers that share his vision, not just on sports, but on life. And that strong connection he has with them is admirable.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Celtics trail by 10. Irving double team. Stolen away. Here's Jim. Look at that jam.
Come on now, bring the thunder, rock that rim.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Putting defenders in tough spots is a trait of Hayward's game. I mean, he gets his man on the back foot and forces him to either foul or give up the easy
shots.
The free throw drops by Hayward.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Terry Rozier comes in for Irving. And the Magic making a change here as well. Grant's checked in. Hayward hits them both.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the paint and stolen by Horford. Rozier against Grant. Now here's Rozier. Defense right on him. Here's Jay, and that one is hammered home.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
And so it's the Orlando Magic enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, great first half. You had it going. What was the difference?
Yeah, I just tried to come out and give.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
I got him.
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference semis. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Hayward and Morris, your small and power forwards. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Horford in at the center position. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Stripped away. Jumps up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Irving double team. Now the pass to Morris. Kept alive by Boston. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Smart's checked in for Brown. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Well, you look at Jay, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Irving kicks to Morris. Clock at 6. Smart passes to Morris. From deep. It doesn't go for him. Orlando leading by 17. To the middle. No good from Jay. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Boston Celtics. Hayward with the ball. Now guarded by Jay. And Gordon Hayward good for 3. Hayward's got 18 points in the game.
Can't give up these looks. I mean, the defense has to be more aggressive guarding the perimeter.
Vucevic to the pass to Jay. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
And that's one more key to their lead, guys. I mean, they're creating opportunities for each other and not the other team.
And the Celtics making a change here. Tatum's checked in. Orlando also making some changes. Bamba's checked in for Vucevic. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Fournier.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Another steal. Ball going up court. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
That's 2 shots, personal foul.
The Magic have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First one falls for him. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Celtics. Orlando also making some changes. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Gordon. And Jonathan Simmons subbed in for Augustine. Celtics trail by 16. Smart finds Baines. Outside Tatum. It's hauled in by the Magic.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Jay. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Irving dishes to Tatum. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Baines. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 3. And it's Irving missing.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
I tell you what, total team player. When Simmons hits the open man like this, he adds value to his team.
1:35 left here in the third quarter. Outside Irving to stop the run. Simmons with the defensive effort. Orlando leading by 20. Here's Jay. Pass to Ross. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Bamba kicks to Ross. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jay. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Magic have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Some changes for Boston. Daniel Tice is checked in for Horford. Jaylen Brown comes in for Marcus Smart. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Grant, he's checked in for the Magic. Passes it to Tatum. Down low. Ross with the steal. Inside, Grant. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And Isaac is a nice passer. I mean, senses when his guys are ready to shoot the ball and gets it to him quickly.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
And Orlando making a change here. Mahimi's checked in. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. So on the floor for Orlando. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. And it's Jay in at the 3 spot. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And guys, this is the blueprint for winning on the road. How about the level of focus on each and every possession?
Yeah, it's actually palpable, isn't it, Greg? I mean, you can feel it. Every single one of these guys locked in, playing for each other. And that's why they're up.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they've just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, they can't find anything. They're lost right now. Everything working against them.
Irving passes to Morris. Horford with it. Outside Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and give it up for the feed from Horford. He's a playmaker, and you love having a big man show off that kind of vision.
The shot's good from Jay.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
To the inside. Here's Hayward. And the shot is long.
When he's got that kind of positioning, he's got to score it. Got to score the ball from there.
Right wing. Augustine passes to Jay. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Magic?
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Daniel Tice comes in for Morris. Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Brown. Irving kicks to Tice. Wide open. Simmons pulls it in. And Simmons has got the ball here for Orlando. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, you know what, Greg? To me, it looks like they packed it in and just kind of given up.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for Orlando.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jay.
And, you know, he was really important today. Integral, taking and making shots time and time again.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Smart passes to Rozier. Celtics passing it around. Tice kicks to Rozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That one finds the mark on target from Jay. Jay's got 48.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
No doubt about it, partner. But unfortunately, the flip side of that coin, the drive home for the hometown fans, going to be rather flat.
Rozier kicks to Baines. Outside, Smart. Over Martin. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
Boy, that's impressive. I mean, not often do you see shots like this find the net. Fortunately, the basket got in the way.
No good from Jay. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
See that? That's what I'm talking about. Man. Good game, babe.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are, NBA fans. Playoff Game 4 of the second round with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Boston Celtics in Boston. Looking at Boston, a withering loss in Game 3. They'll have to play much better tonight. We'll see if they can steady themselves and get it done. And after losing the first 3 games of the series, certainly not the position they'd hoped to find themselves in as we approach Game 4, needless to say. Now looking for a win simply to stave off elimination. So what's the mindset, Jet?
Man, this is where your pride's got to kick in. Are you kidding me? You cannot get swept. This is where you have to dig in, dig down deep. Are you going to win the series? Probably not. But you cannot get swept.
Kenny and I know this for a fact. Adversity doesn't build character, it reveals it. How they respond tonight, Kenny, will tell me something about this team. The home fans will show up, but the question is, will the team show up? Do they want to go fishing, or do they want to go to the next game?
Looks like a fishing trip.
1, 2, 3, Cancun. And now we head down to Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We hope to see you again in another Celtics game. So visit us online or on ticket booth for availability in any future games. Celtic basketball, Green Run
Game 4, Eastern Semifinals. The Magic have simply been on a rampage, storming through the finals, and with a commanding 3-0 lead, they now have a chance to do what very few teams have even dreamed of. Can they sweep their way to the Larry O'Brien Trophy in a Game 4 against the Celtics? Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals set to go. Welcome fans to the postseason of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It's the Orlando Magic taking on the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at Boston. They're facing elimination, and the fans in this building know that this could be their last game of the year without a tremendous effort.
And in a lot of ways, I feel like the pressure could be off. I mean, you're down 3-0. Nobody's expecting anything from you at this point. They can just go out and let it fly.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. Jay out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Jay. Buries it down low.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving till they find the right shot.
And it's Irving with the ball for Boston. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
Yeah, their last outing was a rough one. Have to be careful of falling in love with that three.
It looks good when it's going in, but they definitely force some. Overall, pretty inaccurate from out there.
Isaac passes to Jay. Tries again, and it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, the way Horford positions himself as the shot goes up. I mean, his defensive instincts are just absolutely fantastic. That type of defense doesn't always get it done, but it does the job that time.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. To the middle, here's Morris. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Morris has got his first points in this one.
When Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up and in.
Isaac misses.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
A nice shot by Irving.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Count it. Jay's got his second basket of the game. Irving with the ball. He kicks it to Hayward. Left side, Irving. Irving double team. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Irving finds Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown, bangs home the trifecta. Hayward's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic, trailing by 5.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. For Boston, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Irving dishes to Hayward. Pass to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. And Morris throws it down.
Oh, man. How about that vision from Horford? I mean, it's all about hitting the open man. High efficiency offense right there.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Augustine against Irving. Jay, the pass to Gordon. To the inside. Here's Jay, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jay's got 8 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Aaron Gordon. Terrence Ross is out there with DJ Augustine. Then there's Jay, and it's Mahinmi in at the center, locking down the middle. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Celtics looked like he was on a mission. He finished with 48 points and was his usual self on the defensive side with a number of steals. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Oh, yeah. Once he got him on the ropes, he never let them off the hook. It was full-speed energy basketball at its greatest.
The Celtics with the lead. Now Irving. Hayward kicks to Horford. Here's Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists in the game. Orlando, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Outside Fournier. Jay, covered by Morris. The shot's good from Jay. Jay's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Irving finds Hayward. From 18 feet away. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
They now take the lead. 14 points for Jay.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Irving dishes to Hayward. The pass to Horford. Irving kicks to Morris. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Jay. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look. And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Well, yeah, guys. I mean, in a close game like this, that can really get a team rolling.
Hayward kicks to Horford. Six on the shot clock. Augustine against Irving. Boston, no good that time either. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 14-6 run. Passes it to Jay. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
Boston making some changes. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Morris. Jaylen Brown comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Smart. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Isaac. Terrence Ross is checked in for Fournier. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine.
You gotta love how Brown finishes strong, driving fast and hard to the cup for the rim rocking Shazam.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. Bamba passes to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Grant gets a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Grant's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Celtics trail by 8. Irving dishes to Tatum. We've got 22 seconds left now here in the second. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Tatum. 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
If you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
And it's sent back by Horford. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And so it's the Orlando Magic in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, they got themselves going in the second quarter. How do you get control of the game back?
It starts with not.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
Oh, well, you take some chances. Sometimes you can get burned, but you hope more often than not that you can be a catalyst for your team.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Celtics, Hayward and Moore is your small and power forwards. Irving is out there with Marcus Smart, and it's Horford in at the 5 spot. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. The Magic shooting their first free throw of the evening. That free throw good from Jay. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Irving. He's got 9. Hayward goes in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hayward's got his second basket of the night.
A great job by Hayward, staying locked in with the defender right in his grill.
Pass to Augustine. Over to the left wing. No good from Jay. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Boston. Here's Hayward. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, man, you got to respect the inside game of Hayward. I mean, it's absolutely up to the task.
Now, here's Isaac. Kicks it to Vucevic. Over Horford. Another miss by Orlando.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Hayward with the ball. He's covered by Isaac. Pass to Horford. Irving finds Morris. It doesn't go for him.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
Here's Jay. Misses off the right iron. Celtics trail by 9. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Isaac.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Shot's good from Jay. Jay's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
Irving kicks to Hayward. Now the pass to Horford. Inside. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Al Horford. And a switcher also for Orlando. Gordon's checked in.
Not a go-to shot when Hayward first came into the league. Now he's very comfortable pulling the trigger from there.
Fournier passes to Vucevic. Down low, Jay. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Morris. Jason Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. Brown, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The Magic also changing it up. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Fournier. And it's Grant in for Augustine. Now a timeout called by Boston. Without question, Jay displaying his skills today.
Wow, it's time for them to switch up their defense.
It could go. Misses there. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Orlando out in front, leading by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. 4th quarter on the floor for the Magic. They've got Bamba. Gordon out there with Jay. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Augustine in at the 1. Here's Horford. Here's Brown. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And the determination of Brown is phenomenal. No one is going to stop these shots from going down.
Some changes for Boston. Gordon Hayward comes in for Aaron Baines, and Irving subbed in for Rozier. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Magic. And the shot goes in from Jay.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
And you see defensively, when they try to patch something up, he exploits a different weakness.
Pass to Horford. From 11 feet away. Good on that shot, and with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Kyrie Irving. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. To Horford, jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Magic. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Ross passes to Jay. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Bamba kicks to Augustine. Inside. And again, it goes in for him. Good shot from Jay. Now it's a 6-point Orlando lead. Irving looking for an opening. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here. Fournier is checked in. Orlando with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Bamba dishes to Augustine. Now the pass to Jay. The rebound by the Celtics. Horford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Tatum kicks to Irving. Snatched away. Here's Jay. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Jason Tatum. And he makes the first.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Celtics. Smart comes in for Brown. And a change for the Magic. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Irving against Augustine. Now here's Smart. He's tightly guarded. Off target with the open look.
Whoa, the D caught a break on that play. I'm sure that is not the plan, leaving him so wide open.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
Here's Irving. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
You know they're going to go to Irving in these spots. He's tremendous at scoring when his team needs a bucket.
Celtics trail by 5. To the inside. Morris. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
These shots are important for Morris to make, demonstrating why he is seen as a leader of this squad.
Jay, the pass to Vucevic. And the layup's good off the glass.
There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Augustine against Irving. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And right now, Irving is percolating. I mean, he's so good at creating and remaining assertive on offense. Time for the percolate.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They lead by 3. 1:42 left in the fourth quarter. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Jay.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
A 1:42 left in the game. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jay's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Well, he's extremely accurate here, coming down the stretch, trying to see if he can close this one out.
It's tipped. Pass to Isaac. Over Hayward. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And Isaac has proven to be more than capable with his mid-range jump shot. He keeps it up high in the air so the defense doesn't really have a chance to disrupt his rhythm.
Irving kicks to Morris. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. .102 left to play in the final quarter. The shot's good from Fournier. And it's a 9-point Orlando lead.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't care how good you are. It's tough to succeed in a hostile environment. They're doing it in style.
Here's Irving. Boston, no good that time either. Here's Jay, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And I'd say that's it, guys. They're not coming back in this one.
No chance. This game was over a while ago.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 13. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and some changes here for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving. Orlando also making some changes. Mahimi's checked in for Vucevic. Simmons comes in for Fournier. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine.
Oh, the mid-range game, a lost art. Nice bucket by Smart.
Simmons finds Grant. Outside for Simmons. Jay, the pass to Mahimi. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. No good from Simmons. Now here's Smart. There's the 3. And the series has been won. And with the 4-game sweep, they steamrolled their way through round 2. Now, Greg, they head to the conference finals on the highest of notes.
And to that point, Kevin, I really feel like this team is playing their best basketball of the season. They're going to have some downtime before the next round, but as well as they're playing, probably wish this thing would start tomorrow.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, you see a lot of celebrating going on, and with good reason. You are now in the conference finals. So what do you need to do to keep the run going?
Well, the format that we have now is working great. So I hope that we don't have to change anything. Everything is clicking. Everybody's happy in their role. So it's really just a matter of staying healthy, working hard, and not looking ahead. So if we can do that, we're going to be playing for a championship, that's for sure.
Of course, you just looked ahead, but that's okay. You've earned that with a great win tonight. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference Semifinals. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
All right, nice work out there, guys. Conference finals, here we come. Hey, great job. Start drafting those tweets, gentlemen. What's up, Coach?
All right, guys, listen up, listen up. I just want to say what an unbelievable effort across the board it was for us to get this series win. All right, but let me say, it doesn't get any easier from here on out, okay? We're going to be playing for a shot in the finals. And I promise you they want it just as bad as we do. So rest up. Be ready for practice tomorrow, and let's keep this thing going.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And welcome to the NBA Conference Finals on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Game 1 is upon us, and this looks like it will be a fantastic series. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Checking out the Magic, they've appeared to be invincible thus far in the playoffs, having yet to lose a single game. We'll see if they can continue that winning streak tonight. Here we go. Conference Finals. 4 teams left. Shaq, what can a lower seed do to try and pull an upset?
You can't take any plays off. What you may lack in talent, you have to make up for.
Agreed.
In hustle.
Agreed. Execution is critical as well. You can't give away anything, Ernie. Like, this is a part of the time. When you're in the conference finals, that everything is a big shot, and the end of quarters and the end of games are important.
All right. Now with the tip coming up shortly, time to send it to Kevin Harlan. Been waiting all day for this. Take it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Fans are crazy loud tonight.
Just a reminder, folks, make sure to be here for our Major League giveaway. Come to the game.
Remember, sports fans, if the home team scores more than 100 points today, all audience members will receive one free taco.
Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Orlando Magic stormed through round 2, going on a rampage, sweeping in 4 straight victories. With plenty of rest and now looking for a conference title, they face a new adversary as they go up against the Raptors. The Eastern Conference Finals, coming up next.
We're at the sold-out Amway Center. For these 2 teams, 2 rounds down, 2 to go. The battle for the Eastern Conference continues. Game 1 of the conference finals. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. Take a look at the Magic. In a 7-game series, they have the home crowd advantage. You can feel it in the air, guys. But will they be able to start this series with the win?
And, well, other than Game 7, I think Game 1 is the most important game of the series. For them as a home team, especially. Lose this game, and then there goes home court advantage.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Raptors. White is out there with Lowry. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's C.J. Myers. And it's Siakam in at the 4 spot. Now, here is Lowry. After the miss from Jay. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. The shot, no good. The Magic go the other way with it. Passes to Vucevic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game. Getting the ball inside early.
And Wright kicks to Lowry. Over Augustine, and Lowry gets it to go.
When Kyle Lowry starts cooking from the mid-range, the defense is in trouble. You can't take away everything.
Here's Isaac. Good.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Pass to Jay. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jay's got his first bucket in this one.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Siakam, good.
He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
The Magic have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Jay, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. The Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Talked about how important this first game is to them because it helps set the tone for the whole series. He said, win or lose, the key for us tonight is that we play tough, we play smart, and let them know they're in for a heck of a fight the rest of the way. Sounds like some strong words, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
Kyle Lowry has always been so consistent at getting himself to the free throw line.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Lowry. He dishes it to Wright. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Siakam. Toronto gets it back in a new 24. Another shot. Lowry. It's good. Lowry's got 5 points so far.
And really, Lowry has made his career off delivering through contact. Really one of the strongest point guards in this league. Unfortunately for him, the defense is slow to react, but he couldn't make them pay.
Pass to Siakam. That's tipped. Isaac with the ball. Inside. No good with the layup.
That's just two tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Terrence Ross is checked in for Fournier. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Craig Monroe. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Baca comes in for Pascal Siakam. Green, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. And it's Fred VanVleet in for DeLon Wright. Here's Jay. The shot is good off the backboard. 8 points for him.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Raptors trail by 5. Lowry kicks to Green. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Lowry for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Orlando shooting their first free throws here tonight. First free throw is good. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. Jay out there with Isaac, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Here's VanVleet. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Valanciunas with the ball. Now guarded by Vucevic. Valanciunas passes to VanVleet. Count that one. VanVleet's got the lead up to 4 now for the Raptors.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Isaac passes to Jay. Siakam pulls it in.
How does he miss that layup? He's too good to be doing that.
And Wright kicks to VanVleet. Back to Wright. With some arc. And that's 2 points on the layup. Now it's a 6-point Toronto lead.
The beauty of the teardrop. Very difficult to really contest.
Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Celtics was outstanding. He had 41 points, and he was locked in with a strong shooting night from both the floor and the free throw line. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Hey, David, thanks very much. He's one of those players who can do remarkable things on any given night, in any given game. That was a special game he played.
And it wasn't just the performance, guys, but really his preparation. He knew the right way to attack in every situation.
And that was the beauty of it. His ability to read and react to whatever they threw at him.
And the Magic making a change here. Mahimi's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Lowry's checked in.
What a look from Lowry. Just knew he would be open.
The Magic trail by 6.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
But you also want a decent shot if you can get it. That takes priority. And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
Now here is Lowry. He's got 8. Right against Fournier. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
17 seconds left to play in the first half. Right side. And the wing jumper offline. Now here's Fournier. Jay. He knocks it down right at the buzzer.
That's a shot he'll never forget. As dramatic as they come.
A thrilling way to finish this one.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Raptors lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And how about the opening half of basketball he played? I mean, so much riding on this game, and he came out with a sense of urgency to start.
That's what you want to see from him. This is an important game for his team, and he wants to win it very badly.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. They've got Wright, also Lowry out there. C.J. Miles is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Siakam in at the power forward. Toronto's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And Wright kicks to Siakam. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
Yeah, you got to push Isaac out of the paint. Once he's got that position, he is going to be all over the rim.
Now here's Wright. 5 points in the game. Vucevic with the block. Last break. Here come the Magic. Here's Jay. Finished off the break. Jay's got 21.
Just how they drew it up coming out of the half. 3 straight from the field.
Lowry finds Valanciunas. Wright looking around. And stolen by Fournier. And now Orlando on the break. Augustine with the ball. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Back to Lowry. Passes it to Wright. Tipped away. And stolen by Fournier. Here's Jay. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
That could be a game changer. That jam just sent shockwaves through the arena.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. Now a timeout called by Orlando. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Ross is checked in for Fournier. And it's Jaren Grant in for...
Way up there. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Van Vliet. His three-pointers off the mark. Orlando leading by 5. Jay the pass to Gordon. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Well, you look at Jay, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Kyle Lowry.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Monroe. Count it from 12. Monroe's got 5. Here's Grant. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the dunk by Bamba.
And that 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba swooping in with authority.
Pass to Van Vliet. Green against Ross. Green kicks to Van Vliet. Tipped away. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Ross. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Raptors. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Raptors trail by 8. Van Vliet kicks to Lowe. Over Grant. No good off the back of the rim. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 15-6 run. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Magic have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And Orlando making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And he's good on the second. Here's Lowry. 8 points for him. And there's the pass to Van Vliet. Ross against Green. Outside for Lowry. Misses the 3. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Jay the pass to Bamba. Ibaka comes with the double team, pushing their lead to double digits. 31 points for Jay.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Lowry against Simmons. Over in the corner, Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 5th assist in this one. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Mahinmi's checked in for Orlando. And Toronto also making a switch. White's checked in. Two seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lowry with the ball. 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. He kicks to right. Lets the 3 fly. That one misses. And so it's the Orlando Magic in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
So for the Magic, Vucevic checked in for Mahinmi. Jay comes in for Gordon, and Fournier subbed in for Jonathan Simmons. And the Raptors also making a change. Siakam is checked in for Wright. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. Vucevic is out there with Jay, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Rebounded by Vucevic. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Raptors trail by 8. Lowry for 3. Drills it from outside. Lowry's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that evened things out. He had a 3 early in the first half, now gets 1 in the second.
Vucevic to the pass to Jay. Rebound by the Raptors.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Shoots from the elbow. Misses off the left iron. Magic leading by 5. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
I tell you, Isaac has great vision for a big man. Can see over defenders easily thanks to that size.
Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. On the wing, Green. A floater. It's deflected. One-on-one here. Here's Jay. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
And the Raptors making a change here. Lights checked in. Raptors trail by 10. Now Lowry to the right side. And stolen by Fournier. Here's Isaac, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, terrific pick, then kicks it right ahead, turning defense into offense.
And on the other side, that's an annoying miscue. Total lack of focus.
The Raptors shooting 43% from the field. Lowry feeling it out a bit. In the corner, Miles with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Magic leading by 9. Some nice ball movement by the Magic.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
A lot of time left for the Raptors in this one. 1:09 left in the 4th quarter.
No surprise, in a battle of wheels down low, the big man comes away with it.
Man, if ever there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. Gonna be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for the Magic.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jay.
What I like that he came ready to compete in this game, but he did it under control. Tremendous poise, never seemed to be in a hurry, just played the game the right way.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. DJ Augustine picks one up.
Shooting for Toronto.
And the first one at the line is good. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mahinmi's checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac. Simmons checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Grant in for Augustine. Greg Monroe. He's checked in for Toronto. Green comes in for DeLon Wright.
And unfortunately, it's time for them to say night-night.
There's some big-time teaching moments tonight. Hopefully, they become a better team for it.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
So the Magic win it. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
All-time event. It's good first by position, or?
The 2K Sports pregame show.
The conference finals continue on 2K Sports, and we're glad you're with us. Ernie Johnson with the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Checking out the Magic, they've appeared to be invincible thus far in the playoffs, having yet to lose a single game. We'll see if they can continue that winning streak tonight. They won the series opener. Chance here to hold serve, go up 2-zip. Shaq, what's the key for them?
Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Toronto Raptors, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Orlando Magic. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
We're at the sold-out Amway Center. Hi again. Thanks for joining us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, it was a great Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, Game 2, just about ready to tip off. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. You look at the Magic. Guys, win after win, they have been utterly dominant in the postseason. One sweep after another.
History tells us when you can win the first 2 games of a series, it's not 100% certain, but you give yourself a pretty decisive edge in the series.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Siakam in at the 4 slot. Jay the pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, legit threat to finish it with authority.
And it's the Raptors' ball. Lowry looking around. Pass to Green. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
And David Aldridge spoke with Nick Nurse. David.
I asked him about his team's mindset after that opening game loss. He told me, hey, we're not down. We're on the road. Our goal was to come in here and take one of the first 2. We're still in position to accomplish that. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
Well, Kevin, this guy's proven over and over that despite his size disadvantage, he's still able to score in the paint.
Jay, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper, first bucket of the day.
A pretty good way to start the game, right? The defense has to be more aggressive, keeping him away from that area of the floor, or it's going to be a long night.
Now, here's Green. Vucevic with the block.
Boy, when Vucevic is in that area, he's capable of sending it back.
But they get it back. Good ball movement here by the Raptors.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
Here's Jay. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Lowry finds Valanciunas. Back to Lowry. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. 5 on the clock. Sweet little floater. Lowry's got 6.
Well, Kevin, you know this. A guy at Lowry's size has simply got to be able to make the floater. That's a big-time delivery.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Toronto called for the foul. The Magic have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Some changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Wright in for Green.
You know, early on, Jonathan Isaac has drawn some comparisons to Kevin Durant. This is a long, athletic, multi-talented forward. He's got tremendous potential.
Jay.
Oh, my God.
That's how you attack. Wow.
How'd he do that?
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now here's Wright. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, this is the go-to play for Kyle Lowry. The pick and roll, he has got it down.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. They'd like to continue the success they had on Friday night here.
Yeah, and anytime you can get the looks they got and have the ability to shoot it like they do, that is a lethal combination.
Well, Greg, how about the field goal percentage and how impressive that was? They seem to be knocking everything down.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Bonda's checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Isaac. Ross is checked in for Fournier. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine. And Toronto also making a switch. Monroe's checked in. Fred VanVleet is checked in for C.J. Miles. Lowry against Grant. Here's Jay. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in a zone.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 1. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Wright outside, out to the wing, 6 to shoot, tipped away. And they're running. Here's Ross. Rebound by the Raptors. VanVleet kicks to Lowry. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
Nice shot there by Bamba.
And the closer to the basket Bamba is, the more effective he is. Outstanding at using his size inside.
There's Van Vliet. No points in the game yet for him. Right, the pass to Van Vliet. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Pass to Jay. He can't get it to go. And Toronto will come the other way. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. It's tipped. To the paint. Here's Bamba. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Three-pointer. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Right, that's a two-pointer, and that one released in time, but no good. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Orlando out in front. They're up by 2. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things running up.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complimentary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And we welcome you back to the Eastern Conference Finals here on 2K Sports. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
I mean, so far that they're not settling for outside shots, really attacking the paint.
I think that's what you've got to do, right? If the looks on the interior are there, you have got to attack.
Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Terrence Ross is out there with Jonathan Simmons. And it's Jay in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Raptors got the job done. He finished with 42 points, and there weren't too many shots that didn't fall. He was efficient from the field. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, you do wonder, though, Greg, does he still have some of the adrenaline going from that performance? No matter how tired he is, he should have plenty of energy coming off that.
Ross kicks to Simmons. Orlando moving the ball around. The shot's good from Jay.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Raptors trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Van Vliet. Back to right. Ibaka finds Monroe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And now Orlando on the break. And again it will go. Basket is good from Jay. And now an 8-point Magic lead. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Bamba. Isaac comes in for Aaron Gordon. Evan Fournier's checked in for Ross. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Simmons. Then for the Raptors, Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Monroe. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's CJ Miles in for DeLon Wright.
And not just sustaining the lead, they're adding to it.
Right, and this is precisely what you want to do. Build up the lead and keep the pressure on.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Valanciunas passes to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Green kicks to Van Vliet. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Gentlemen, this guy goes from good three-point shooter to great when you give him that kind of space.
Pass to Jay. Here's Van Vliet, guarded by Augustine. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Green finds Miles. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Isaac. Magic leading by 7. Now the pass to Jay. Got a piece of it. That's tipped. That's tipped. And they get it back. Green, the pass to Van Vliet. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Pass to Miles. Back to Van Vliet. And the Raptors miss again.
I'll tell you, he's had a tough night. And if you're going to shake out of a slump, he's not going to do it with those kinds of shots.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Miles, the pass to Green. And Toronto turns it over again. Mahinmi's checked in for Orlando. Sharon Gregg comes in for DJ Augustine. And Toronto also. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out. It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this Game 2. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
Well, he has been in the grill of his man all night. He's used his reach to turn away those shots. You have to love the defensive effort.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Then there's C.J. Miles. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Siakam in at power forward.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player. And if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Lowry against Augustine. Siakam. Second chance effort. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
It's stolen by Green. From 15 feet away, and it's Miles missing.
They've got to start working for better shots. Just 1 for 4 in the second half so far.
And there it is for him.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. 8-point game. Pass to Lowry. Jacks up a 3. That one doesn't drop.
Not how they hope to start the second half, missing 4 of their first 5 here.
Fournier against Green. To the inside, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Well, you look at Jay, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Second chance shot. And the basket by Isaac. Isaac's got the lead up to 10 now for Orlando.
Well, with that length, you want to see Jonathan Isaac attack the offensive glass. Put that 7'1" wingspan to work.
And Valanciunas kicks to Siakam. Vucevic with the block. Augustine passes to Jay. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
Orlando making some changes. Bamba comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Ross in for Jonathan Isaac. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for the Raptors. DeLon Wright comes in for Green. Outside Lowry. Here's Valanciunas. And again, no good by Toronto.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Raptors trail by 13. Outside Lowry. To stop the run. A shot, no good. And Orlando the other way now. Passes it to Jay. He kicks to Augustine. Ross dishes to Augustine. And there's the bucket from Jay. Jay's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the Raptors call time here.
Yeah, just ice cold right now from the floor. Time to regroup.
I think, Greg, they look lost and they look frustrated. Not sure how they're missing so many shots right now.
Orlando making some changes. Gordon's checked in for Jay. Simmons comes in for Evan Fournier. And it's Here are the Magic now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Augustine Fournier are in the backcourt. Vucevic is out there with Jay, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Wright. Outside Lowry. And again, Toronto no up. Orlando leading by 6. To the left wing. Here's Isaac. Stolen by Miles. Knocked away. And Lowry has it in the corner. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. That one a little long.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
Here's Jay. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
Wright looking around. To the middle. Here's Miles. It's deflected. And here we go with the Magic fast break. No good from Jay.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside for Miles. Buries the long-range jumper.
But you simply cannot leave C.J. Miles open from the perimeter, right? He's dialed in from there.
And the rejection by Valanciunas. Right outside. Back to Lowry. Clock at 6. There's the pass to Siakam. And Miles kicks to Siakam. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. So the wing on the left. Here's Isaac. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Don't let the frame fool you. Jonathan Isaac is lean, but he is unafraid of contact. I love that play.
First one falls for him. And the Raptors making a change here. Green's checked in, so he gets them both. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Raptors. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's Valanciunas. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Vucevic.
Kevin, that's the bucket they needed, and Valanciunas goes and gets it for him. The big man seizes control of the moment. Well, you knew he was going to come through there. The more that's riding on it, the better he seems to be.
The shot's good from Jay. Jay's got 34.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Back to Lowry. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Siakam.
Clearly a foul.
Gets the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And now down to a 1-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
The Magic have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Well, Valanciunas reads the play and snuffs it out. That's the kind of defense you need from the 5 spot.
Shot from the inbound, and that's 2 points on the layup. Jay's got 15 points in just the second half. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Vucevic. And the Raptors miss again. Magic leading by 4. Isaac kicks to Vucevic. Pass to Jay. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
1:03 left in the fourth quarter.
And definitely playing the opponent, but also they're playing against the clock.
No, you're absolutely right. It's not impossible to catch up, but it is a tall order right now.
It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Wow, stepping up in critical moments. Jonas Valanciunas late in the ball game, not shying away from the pressure.
The shot's good from James.
I tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
No doubt. I mean, he's doing his best to guide his team to victory. Superb job shooting the ball in this final period.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Jay.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Bounce pass from Lowry. Here's Valanciunas. Rebounded by Vucevic. And so they foul intentionally. .32 seconds left in the fourth. And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. And Toronto has possession. Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 8. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Green. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Now Lowry. Back to Siakam. And again, no good by Toronto.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get up with it sometime. Try to get a record in my house, get everything refurbished, repainted, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking. Just get off.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. We are here for Game 3 of the conference finals, and the excitement is all around us. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille is here, and
I'm bouncing.
You are bouncing. Kenny is bouncing. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Toronto Raptors here at their home, Scotiabank Arena. For the Raptors, they were unable to take Game 2 on the road, but the series continues. They look to get back in the win column again tonight. And this team already in a 2-game hole, a position they were trying to avoid. Kenny, talk about the pressure they have to be feeling tonight.
Well, ideally, they would like to split these first 2 games. That would be ideal.
Or win the first 2.
Oh, if you win 2, that'd be
ideal.
No. Ideal would be split.
No, ideal would be winning those first 2.
No, that would be incredible if you won the first 2. What do you think, Shaq?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Ideally
rather than losing the first 2 games, ideally you would win those first 2 games. Not ideally you would split those first 2 games.
So that's your idea.
Game 3, Eastern Conference Finals. The Toronto Raptors, with a Game 3 opportunity to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole, they will need to bring all they can muster against the Magic. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
Eastern Conference Finals action. Boy, and a 2-0 series thus far. Who will take Game 3? We're going to find out here. Live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA playoffs. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. It's the Orlando Magic and the Toronto Raptors. You look at the Raptors. They need the boost here from the hometown fans, trailing 2-0. It is critical for them to start to edge back into this series.
And guys, losing this one would be devastating. For all intents and purposes, this game is a must-win. You really have to treat it like a Game 7.
Exactly. Back on their home court, it's their chance to change the momentum in the series. But you're right, you can't go down 3-0 and expect to come back and win the series.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Orlando, Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. Jay out there with Jonathan Isaac, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. Down low, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Kevin, it's nice to see Lowry dish the rock. I mean, I enjoy watching him pass the ball because he's got a nice feel for when to get it to his guys for an open shot.
Now, here's Vucevic. Jay, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness and the fearlessness there, Greg. I mean, very committed to getting the shot he wanted.
And the shot goes in from Siakam.
And that's what makes Lowry a great floor leader. Just unselfish in his attitude and great awareness of how to keep his teammates involved.
And, the defense was probably in the C+ range there. I mean, I'm sure he feels like that's one he should have made, that layup.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And the wide open shot from Miles. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one. Fournier passes to Jay. Outside Lowry. Fires it up. That shot, no good. The Magic go the other way with it. Pass to Jay. Trying to find Augustine. Gets it to him. Count it. Good. Augustine's got his first basket of the night.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Valanciunas with the ball. Now guarded by Vucevic.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Knocked loose.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
To the middle. Miles with it. Outside, Green. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Lowry. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Monroe's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ibaka comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Wright in for Green. Lowry against Grant. And it's Lowry penetrating. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. The Magic trail by 5. Here's Jay. A shot off that time. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. And Ibaka slams it in.
And not the most flamboyant dunker, but Ibaka goes to the rack with rude intentions nonetheless.
Passes it to Ross. He kicks it to Grant. Inside, Jay makes it off the glass. Jay's got 9.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pass to Miles. No good on the triple.
Boy, it's surprising that he clunked that one. I mean, especially since the defense was nowhere to be found.
And there's the basket on the shot from Jay. He's got 11.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Lowry against Grant. Lowry can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Jay.
Whoa!
Hey, watch out now. Watch out.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
Kevin and Greg, I'm telling you, that is he's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
And now Orlando on the break. Here's Grant. Sweet little floater. Grant's got his first basket. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Outside Lowry. Over Grant. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Yeah, excellent execution that time, partner. Don't want to give the opponent any time to get them back.
Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for Toronto. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. Greg.
I'm a player.
Professional mindset. And the Raptors with some changes. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Monroe. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Wright.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
They've got C.J. Miles. Lowry out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Van Vliet into the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Jay. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists. And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Raptors was tremendous. He finished with 42 points, and he was locked in with a strong shooting night from both the floor and the free throw line. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while. And you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
And you know what, Greg? I think defensively, they're going to be ready for him. They won't make things easy. Coming off a game like he just had, I mean, he's going to get a bunch of attention.
Now, here's Lowry. He's got 9. And 1:01 left to play here in the second quarter. The pass to Van Vliet. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Rebound by Jay. 2 for 1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Fast break. Here come the Raptors. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. No good with the triple. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one drops for him.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, I mean, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Eastern Conference Final as we get things started once again. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And, you know, when the game is as important as this one, you expect to get a big performance from him. In that first half, he delivered.
And, Greg, here in the second, the stakes are raised even higher. So he's going to have to continue to give them someone to lean on.
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Jay, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Valanciunas, that's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. And that's 12 points for Valanciunas.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
And Valanciunas kicks to Miles. Outside, Green. Augustine against Lowry. Over Augustine. Here's Siakam. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Some changes for Toronto. Monroe comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Ibaka in for Pascal Siakam. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine. The Magic have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. That one is off. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. Good on the second free throw. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Wright outside. Green against Ross. Pass to Ibaka. Here's the teardrop. Monroe right side. And Wright kicks to Lowry. Here's Ibaka. Off target from outside. Orlando trailing here. Here's Jay. Here's Bamba. And stolen by Wright. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Simmons checked it. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. It's stolen. Kicks it to Simmons. Here's Jay. Nails the wide open jump shot. Jay's got 25 points in the game.
I tell you what, total team player. When Simmons hits the open man like this, he adds value to his team.
Back to Lowry. Here's Siakam. 8 points for him. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Good work defensively by Lowry.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more, aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 7. Got that one up quick. And that's now 27 points for Jay.
Boy, he's dangerous right now. He feels like he's making every shot he puts up.
Over to the left wing. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Simmons against Lowry. Takes the 3. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Oh, man, that's a monster shot to close out the third. And the lead is theirs heading into the final quarter.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. It's the Raptors up 2. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Lowry. C.J. Miles is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Siakam in at the 4 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And Orlando has possession. Raptors knocking down the tray. And there's the foul. It goes on C.J. Miles. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Off the inbound pass. Kept alive. Here's Vucevic. It's good.
Quite honestly, Vucevic is one of the most aggressive and best rebounders in the association.
Lowry against Augustine. Here's the teardrop. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And the Raptors making a change here. Green's checked in.
And I like how scrappy and aggressive Lowry is on the court. And it's easy to see how much his teammates enjoy playing alongside him.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Back to Lowry. 5 to shoot. Pass to Siakam. No good on the triple. The Magic trail by 4. To the paint. Here's Jay. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Siakam. Fournier pulls it down. Orlando's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Isaac misses.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the 4th, that would have been a big bucket for them.
And somebody throw some cold water on Lowry. The man is on fire. He has taken this game over, and it doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push.
And Fournier is really a total player. I mean, complete. A scorer who can really get up for the occasional slam.
Raptors with the lead. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Here's Siakam. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And, guys, they did a better job of getting good looks inside in that first half. More of their shots now coming from the perimeter.
The Magic trail by 5. The shot's good from Jay. Jay's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Yeah, that was a sweet pass right there, setting up his teammate nicely, and that's really how you move the rock. Share that sugar, man. Share it.
Fast break, Toronto. Here's Miles. Orlando grabs the miss. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Goes back up. And the pass to Jay. Vucevic trying to get open. No good with the triple attempt from Jay. Toronto leading by 5. On the wing, Green. Pass to Siakam. Outside Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. Offline with his 3. The Magic trail by 5. One-on-one fast break. The shot's good from Jay.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac, Kevin. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Pass to Siakam. Vucevic with the block. They retain possession. Valanciunas, good. And here's Augustine. Here's Jay, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And the layup falls. Now just a 1-point Raptor lead.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
Now here is Lowry. Outside, Green. Augustine against Lowry. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Siakam sinks it.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Lowry passes to Siakam. It falls!
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Greg. I mean, they're in a groove right now, up big, hard to envision them losing this lead.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Greg, one possession at a time, and really, as you said, it's all about clock management right now.
And an intentional foul right there. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're down by 7. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole it's hard to climb out of.
Well, to me, they look emotionally spent.
For 3, Ross. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Man, I like the three-point stroke of Ross. Gets it off so effortlessly. Man, he's got terrific form.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Boy, so calm, composed. Love how he took his time and drained the important free throws. Big-time stuff there.
Nails the tray.
And DJ Augustine knows what he's out there for, to distribute the ball. I mean, always has his head on a swivel, and he's looking to find his teammates.
Toronto calls timeout. They're ahead by 3. 5 seconds left in the game. Seconds left in the fourth, and now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. No good. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. Things were looking bleak for him, obviously, coming into this game. But with tonight's win, Greg, they are right back in it.
And that's the fight this team has. They don't care what the odds are. They are going to keep battling. And suddenly, we've got a series on our hands.
We sure do. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Yo, y'all got any word about the,
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, NBA playoff fans. We're about to start Game 4 of the conference finals here on 2K Sports. Shaq's here. The Jet is here. I'm Ernie Johnson. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Toronto Raptors here at their home, Scotiabank Arena. For the Raptors, Game 3, a win on their
The Eastern Conference Finals, Game 4. The Toronto Raptors have a battle ahead. Can they even the series at 2 games apiece? They know they can win, and now must rise to the occasion with millions of fans looking on as they square off against the Magic. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
Game 4 of this Eastern Conference Finals is up for grabs. The series will either go to a tie, 2-2, or a lopsided 3-1 lead. 2K Sports brings you the NBA playoffs. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. It's the Orlando Magic and the Toronto Raptors. You look at the Raptors, scratching out a home win tonight will be absolutely critical for them, trailing 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, and the goal is to win tonight. Make it a best-of-3 series. They already know they're going to have to get one on the road, which is going to be tough enough. But if they can get this one, then they've got a shot.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. Jay out there with Jonathan Isaac, and it's Vucevic in at the center filling out the middle. A shot by Lowry, wide open. A quick shot there, and it's off target. And David Aldridge spoke with Nick Nurse. David.
As for the mood of this team, knowing they could go down 1-3 in the series tonight, he said, we're trying to stay loose, but not too loose. We don't want to be careless. It's a fine line between the two. He said this would be a statement game for them, Kevin. We'll see if they deliver. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, Lowry. After the missed 3 from Jay, Lowry finds Valanciunas. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Valanciunas has got his first points of the night. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Buries it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Wright against Fournier. And Wright kicks to Siakam. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
First quarter, you're really testing the defense, trying to find their weaknesses.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Lowry against Augustine. The drive by Lowry.
When he gets into the lane, Kyle Lowry is so hard to predict, which is why he'll get to the line so often.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And he makes the first. And so Lowry nails both of them. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That's good from James. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Lowry passes to Valanciunas. That shot off. Great D that time from Vucevic. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Orlando. They trail by 1. Lowry against Augustine. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Siakam. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Van Vliet looking around. And here's Valanciunas. Releases from 15. Wright finds Valanciunas. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer Wright. Good on the three-point shot. Wright's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Inside pairing is Ibaka and Valanciunas. Then it's Green, and it's Wright in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Jay. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
A nice move, attacking in the paint with confidence.
Raptors leading by 5. To the middle. Here's Ibaka. Got a hand on it. Here's Jay, and he dunks it down.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Raptors was tremendous. He had 41 points, and there weren't too many shots that didn't fall. He was efficient from the field. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
It's going to be tough. I'm sure their entire defensive game plan is centered around how to stop him. They're going to be all over him.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And so here's Toronto. The Magic getting the bucket. Here's Van Vliet. Back to Wright. From outside, off the mark. Passes it to Jay. Outside, Simmons. Here's Jay, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
Right, the pass to Ibaka. Simmons with the defensive effort. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. That gives them the lead. Ross has got his second bucket.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Toronto calls timeout. A new group in now for the Raptors. Monroe's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarters. Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Eastern Conference Final as we get things started once again. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And through the first 2 quarters, they went to him repeatedly in the post, and boy, did he deliver.
Well, isn't it nice to have a go-to guy who can punish you inside?
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Jay, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, down low. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. A 2-point game, and they pick up 2. 14 points for Jay.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple of shots. You are in rhythm.
Pass to Miles. Lowry against Augustine. And it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Valanciunas, good. Here is Augustine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the inside. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Fournier against Wright. Kicks to Lowry. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Lowry's got 9 points.
And that's 3 out of 4 now coming out of the break. The offense playing with a purpose.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Green, he's checked in for the Raptors. Time to change for the Magic. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Augustine with the steal. And now, here comes Augustine leading the break.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Toronto's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
That could be a game changer. That jam just sent shockwaves through the arena.
Some changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Siakam. And it's Fred VanVleet in for C.J. Miles. Terrence Ross is checked in for the Magic. Outside Fournier. And the pass to Ross. To the wing right side. Jay. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Left side Ibaka. They get a hand on it. Fournier finds Ross. And Ross with the slam.
Well, you know that Ross can throw it down. Nice one right there.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to VanVleet. Lowry feeling it out a bit. And the layup is good. He's got 11.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
Here's Jay, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Fourth, Kyle Lowry.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
And the first one at the line is good. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Evan Fournier. He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. Raptors trail by 4. Outside, Green. Left side, Ibaka. Shoots from 12. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
No one near him. That's one he's got to hit. One he usually hits.
Another shot. And it's laid up and in on a nice move. That time from Jay.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside for Lowry. And a miss there on the triple. Magic leading by 6. Here's Jay. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
Passes it to Jay. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. That's good from Lowry on the assist from Green. And that's 13 points for Kyle Lowry.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Yeah, what a quarter for him. Firing on all cylinders, putting this team in a good place.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
But you also want a decent shot if you can get it. That takes priority.
Left side, Ibaka. 4 on the shot clock. And that one goes long.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
Gordon, the pass to Jay.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Magic have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them. That free throw good from Jay.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Raptors, trailing here by 8. He kicks to right. Shoots over Isaac. No good. And so it's Orlando holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get back into the action. Orlando leading by 8. You've got Monroe. Lowry out there with Wright. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Siakam in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Fournier passes to Jay. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Jay's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Orlando. Lowry kicks to Monroe. Lowry against Augustine. Second chance shot. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Kyle Lowry. And the shot drops as they pick up 2 points from Jay. Jay's got 4 points this quarter. The Raptors shooting straight 49% from the field. Toronto grabs the miss. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Pass to Lowry. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Isaac lays it up off the glass. Isaac's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Magic.
And one area Isaac must continue to improve upon, has the size to dominate inside, now just needs to add the muscle.
Lowry with the ball. And the Raptors call time here.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. During that last break, I heard what the Raptors coach told to his team. He does not like the high foul number in this game. He told them, you've got to stop biting on the shot fake. Stop gambling for steals. That's giving them easy points at the line. We'll see how they respond.
Raptors trail by 12. Kicks it to Monroe. Shoots over Vucevic. And again, Toronto no luck.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Will not go. This is off the front iron. Magic leading by 14. Jay, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got his 4th assist in this one. Augustine against Lowry. To the inside. Fades back. Monroe's shot is good.
Kyle Lowry with great vision and court awareness on that play. What a pass.
Orlando, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th, going 6 for 7. Here's Jay. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Inside, hangs, and they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Nice look there from Kyle Lowry, the Villanova Wildcat.
The Raptors making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Jay.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Some players rise to the occasion in the playoff spotlight, and some wilt under it. We know which type he is. What a stunning night for him. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Isaac kicks to Fournier. The shot's good from Jay. Jay's got 40 points.
And a high percentage look there, and he takes full advantage. Bumps up the lead.
Yeah, the lead now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there. Not a lot of solutions.
Here's Lowry. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And we see it all the time, guys. You get the big lead, maybe check out mentally, but not tonight.
They have this game in hand, but they're still pouring it on.
Lowry against Augustine. Lowry kicks to Siakam. Here's Wright. He can't hit that time. And Orlando will come the other way.
And that'll do it for Game 4. Just a terrific performance all around and a big-time conference finals win for the Magic.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jay.
You know, as the game tonight evolved, he really put the team on his back. He was aggressive, effective, and the defense, they weren't able to adjust.
56 seconds left in the fourth. Down low. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Love the flush there from Valanciunas, leaving no doubt on that play.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Jay gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jay's got 47 points.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Van Vliet passes to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
Another bucket. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Van Vliet kicks to Miles. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his 5th foul. Magic on defense. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by.
You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
Simmons finds Grant. Three-pointer. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You can see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long.
Good win, fellas.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith here. Tonight, Game 5 in this conference finals matchup. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the Magic in Orlando. Checking out the Magic, they're enjoying a terrific postseason run. Only one loss so far. A definite title contender, but they're just taking it one game at a time.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Game 5 in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Raptors have everything to fight for. Their path is simple. Down 3-1 in a must-win situation. They must bring tenacity, the heart, and an absolute will to win as they face elimination against the Magic. Will round 3 end in an upset of epic proportions? Coming right up.
We're at the Amway Center, where the crowd is on their feet already. It's Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals, with the series at 3-1, and a spot in the finals could be had tonight. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to NBA playoff action here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. You look at the Magic. Well, there is a buzz, guys, in this building right now as they hold a 3-1 game advantage in the series. They want nothing more than to deliver the big win to a very deserving crowd.
Yeah, really an excellent position here to close this thing out tonight. A 3-1 series lead at home, and these fans are definitely pumped up. This is where they expected to be, and they put themselves in a position. Let's see if they can finish the deal.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. White is out there with Lowry, and it's Siakam in at the power forward. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Raptors. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Right against Ross. A second chance effort. And it's Wright missing.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Got that one up quick.
There he is, showing off his low post skills. Go to work, young man.
And the Raptors with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Lowry against Grant. Lets a floater go, and it's laid in by Lowry.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Here's Jay, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jay's got 5 points so far.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close-range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Now here's Wright. Passes it to Anunoby. Now here's Lowry. G right on him. Wright outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Boy, Kyle Lowry can be so creative sometimes. You think the window's too tight, but he finds a way.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Kicks it to Wright. Back to Lowry. From past the arc. Doesn't go that time. So Orlando will take it the other way. Shoots the 3. And good. The 3-point shot good from Jay. He's got 8.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
Ross against Wright. Siakam kicks to Wright. Lowry drives in. The pass to Siakam. Poked away. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
He said what they need to do to stay alive in this series is simple. He says it comes down to team ball and not hero ball. Getting everyone involved is the only way where we get to where we need to go. Kevin, they have been struggling, and they're on the road tonight. It's an immense challenge they face. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Jay, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Ooh, with a player this hot, I don't see their lead going anywhere.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Lowry, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, he may not have the physical tools that some other players have, but Kyle Lowry is physical, he's imposing his will, and he will take some contact.
Bamba is checked in for Orlando. Aaron Gordon comes in for Isaac. Monroe's checked in for Toronto. Fred VanVleet comes in for Wright. The shot's good from James.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
Raptors trail by 5. Down low, deflects the pass. Stolen by Gordon. Jay, the pass to Bamba. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's VanVleet outside Lowry over Augustine. No good off the back of the rim.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's VanVleet. He's guarded by Fournier. VanVleet kicks to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Over Augustine. And it falls over the rim and in. Lowry's got 6 points.
Well, Kevin, this guy's proven over and over that despite his size disadvantage, he's still able to score in the paint.
The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. Here is Lowry. 6 points for him. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Then, Kevin, in this age of advanced metrics, the numbers back up that Kyle Lowry has turned himself into one of the best players in the NBA.
And he's good on the second. And so it's the Orlando Magic heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we welcome you back to the Eastern Conference Finals here on 2K Sports. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Well, I think one key is they've controlled the tempo so far. And I know it's early, but it helps to have this kind of lead.
So the Raptors 5 right now. We've got Ibaka. Also Greg Monroe out there. Green out there with Lowry. And it's VanVleet in at the point. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay, in that last matchup against the Raptors, put on a show. He ended up with 50 points and was his usual self on the defensive side with a number of steals. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while.
1:56 left to play in the first half. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Wright.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Well, you've got to look at this guy's shooting as one of the main reasons they've been able to build this lead.
And Toronto making a change here. Green's checked in.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Lowry against Augustine. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Here's Siakam. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, boy, it never gets old watching this guy go to work at the offensive end. He's so gifted.
Augustine passes to Jay. Off target on the 15-footer.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
Here's Lowry. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Now just a 3-point Orlando lead.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Boy, a little too casual on the layup. Temporary loss of focus. Not good.
And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Well, you look at Jay, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Lowry finds Green, right outside. 5 on the clock. Vucevic with the block.
Well, the reach, the timing, Vucevic using all of that 7'4" wingspan to turn that shot away.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Yes, you love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
Lowry against Augustine. Lowry with the ball. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. They get a hand on it, and here are the Raptors now. From deep. It doesn't go for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Magic out in front, leading by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're just sticking to the game plan. You know, our coaches really drew up something good for us. You know, they wrote it out, and we're sticking to it, and we're executing very well.
Yeah, that's obvious the way you all have played. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we're back here at Game 5 as we get things started once more. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And, you know, when the game is as important as this one, you expect to get a big performance from him. In that first half, he delivered.
Yeah, I don't think we can expect them to do anything other than lean on him in the second half as well, especially as the stakes get raised.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Orlando, Terrence Ross is out there with Grant, and it's Vucevic. Then there's Jay, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Lowry, good.
What a fluid perimeter game. Kyle Lowry, a consistent threat from deep.
Here's Jay. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Magic have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Here's Wright. 5 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Siakam. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Siakam's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Here's Jay. That one falls.
They wanted a fast start coming out of the break, and they are now 3 for 3.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Siakam kicks to Lowry. Back to Siakam. Isaac with the steal. With his first shot attempt, and it's Orlando with another.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Grant against Lowry, right outside. Poked away. It's blocked.
Boy, his vertical makes Terrence Ross an A+ shot blocker for his size. This guy, his main duty's on the perimeter, but he'll get his share of blocks.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
There's Siakam. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. From past the arc. That's good from Lowry on the assist by Wright. Wright's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Great beginning to this second half. Now 3 for 4 from the field.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mahimi's checked in for Vucevic. Bamba comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Fournier's checked in for Terrence Ross. And Simmons subbed in for Jaren Grant. Raptors also changing it up. Craig Monroe. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Baca comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Fred VanVleet in for DeLon Wright. Here's VanVleet, who's guarded by Fournier. Lowry inside the line, and another basket for Toronto.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry putting on a clinic. Forget about stopping this guy. Try to contain him.
Here's Jay. No good there. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Here's VanVleet. It's hauled in by the Magic.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
No good from Jay.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's VanVleet. He's guarded by Fournier. It's stolen by Mahimi. Here's Jay. It's good from about 19 feet. Jay's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, guys, his scoring has been maybe the biggest factor in building this lead, and he's got plenty of energy left.
Lowry against Simmons. Lowry passes to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, Kyle Lowry loves the chance to catch the defense napping in the pick and roll. Pretty much no one better at getting it going.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Toronto. For Orlando, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Orlando making some changes. Aaron Gordon comes in for Mahimi. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Jonathan Simmons. And the Raptors also making a change. Green, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Lowry's shot is good.
I'll tell you, he's doing everything scoring-wise this period to try to keep them in it.
Jay, the pass to Bamba. Outside Fournier. Shoots it. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
On the wing, Green. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's VanVleet. Offensive rebound.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Pass to Jay. And it's good off the back rim and in. Jay's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And this could be the final possession of the period.
Right, they have to play their cards right. No rush, work the clock, and get a quality look.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Jay comes in for Gordon. Isaac's checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Ross in for Augustine. And then for Toronto, Pascal Siakam comes in for Greg Monroe. And it's DeLon Wright in for Anunoby. Here's Jay. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The first one falls.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Both free throws good from Jay.
Boy, how outstanding at the line has this guy been. One of the best free throw shooting big men you will ever find.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Lowry. Baca is out there with Wright. Then it's Green. And it's Siakam in at the 4 spot. Orlando leading by 4. Here's Jay. And that one is hammered home.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Here's Lowry. Can't get it to go. Shooting 47% on 7 of 15 attempts. Jay, the pass to Isaac. Grant outside. And that one is hammered home.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's deflected. Jay, the pass to Grant. Elbow shot is on the way. No good from Jay. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Trailing here by 8. And again, Toronto no up. Vucevic down low. Defended by Ibaka. The shot's good from Jay.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
And the Raptors call time here. They're behind by 10. We've got 1:28 left here in the 4th quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Jay.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
They're going to be the Eastern Conference champions because of the work he's done tonight. And you know what? If he manages to stay this hot in the finals, he's going to have his hands on that trophy in no time. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. During that last break, I heard what the Raptors coach told to his team. He said, guys, I know you've worked hard. I know you're a little tired, but we got to dig deep right now and find a way. Take a deep breath, and let's get it done. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
All right, David, thanks.
I'll tell you, on the low block, Valanciunas has shown that he can be a skilled offensive player, and the defense has got to pay attention to him. What a tremendous job playing through contact.
And so he hits both. Here is Ross. To the wing on the left. Grant outside. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Jay. They grab their own miss. And Vucevic kicks to Isaac. Pass to Ross. Here's Jay. Offline with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Wright, the pass to Siakam. Back to Wright. Lowry against Grant. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Wright. And Siakam has it in the corner. 4 on the clock. Shoots a 3. Ross grabs the board. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is a capable back-to-the-basket scorer, and he plays with tremendous confidence, guys. Boy, now it's just a matter of getting to that final whistle. Those free throws should wrap this up.
Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 10. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Puts up a 3. Van Vliet can't get it to go. On offense, here are the Magic. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. He kicks it to Monroe. From outside the arc, gets it to fall.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
So they've done it. They're going to move on.
These guys have played so hard, endured so much, and you can just see how absolutely excited they are to be headed to the finals.
A tremendous opportunity now, just 4 wins away from a championship.
Yeah, and so close. I mean, they can practically taste it right now, but it's not going to be easy. Those next 4 wins are going to be the most difficult of the season if they can get them. But no matter what happens, I think the accomplishment of winning the conference championship is something this franchise and its fans will always remember.
And they'll represent the East in a final series that's mere days away. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
That's what I'm talking about. One step closer to that ring, baby. Conference champions. Bring it in, AI. Nice work. Congratulations, Coach.
Listen up, everybody. Listen up. All right? Great win. You did it. All right? All of you did it together. We are one step away. All right? I am so proud. So proud of the way this team played tonight and for the entire series. This is what we played all season for, right? This is what we played all season for the chance at a ring. And you all know what's at stake. So, rest up and be ready and focused for practice in the morning. Let's go finish what we started. Let's go finish what we started, right? Let's go finish what we started, right?
AI, got a check for you.
Great. Thanks.
Fine game the other night, sir.
Thanks, S, man. I was feeling it.
Well, I hope you feel it tonight too, sir.
I'll try.